What is up, YouTube? It's me, Unruly, and I'm back with another video. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room. What's the elephant in the room? Well, you can see it. I have not one, but two Mortal Kombat cabinets, and they're very different cabinets. And in this video, we're going to talk about the differences, and I believe both of them are going to be available soon again. So which one should I buy? The pros, the cons, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to go ahead and take a look at him. And man, I got to say, now, first thing I'll say, the very first thing I'll say, you see the light up marquee and you're like, oh man, that looks bad. That looks bad. It does not look like that in person. It's very hard to capture in video. Maybe if I turn off all the lights in the room, it'll look better. But I have to say the light up marquee looks fantastic in person. So it's very hard to judge. Like what it looks like at nighttime, it looks like this one on the right. Let's turn off every single light in this room. Let's see what that does. First of all, boom, boom. Okay, turning off a couple other lights and turn off these lights. There we go. That's most, even then, right? But honestly, you see, you can't see the other one. I still have a few other lights in here and so forth. But, ooh, that looks cool. That looks cool. Maybe I should do my streams like this. Maybe just a little light. Hey, I'm doing a video and also just testing out lights and stuff like that. Why not? Why not kill two birds with one stone? I mean, look at that. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I mean, my face is a little dark, but the room looks cool. And, hey, Max, look at this. Ha ha ha, look at it, it's blurry. Ha ha ha, look at my background. I'm petty. No, it's Max. I love you, Max. I only kid. But with that said, let's get ahead and started in the video, and I'm going to tell you the pros and cons and stuff like that. And there's not too many cons. I'll be honest. Not too many. But let's get started. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at both of these right now. And I'll turn this one back off and back on so you can see the attract mode. Now the difference you guys will notice very much is this has much of a more classic arcade marquee shape. It's got the light up marquee and it's got more of the classic arcade. This one has got a little bit of, you know, some old school, not old school, but it's the old school arcade one up. Now there's pros and cons to this. I like the new look. The problem I have is the marquee, in my opinion, is a little too far back. It's not a big problem, but I have seen people do some mods and they bring it up to the front and it's much more nicer looking. They got it right, but I don't know about the decision of putting it so far back. I think what happened is, and I know why they did, because once you get close up, it's a little bit more difficult to see the screen. And as you can see from here, you have at least 12 games to choose from. Here you got 3 games to choose from. There's been a lot more improvements. And it's a stereo sound. At least there's 2 speakers in this one, so you get better sounding options. And we can put on the same game. We can put on, like, let's see, here we're going to put on Mortal Kombat 2. Here we'll put Ultimate. Now, Kira, if you want to come close and film a little bit. So what I've been seeing, there's a lot of feedback on these machines. They're saying that once you play these with 2 players, right? If you look over here, this machine is flush. And my socks, right? Like Kenny filming and doing on his socks. Let's put on his shoes, like Mr. Rogers, right? No one wants to see my mismatched socks, bro. Come on. Anyways, so here we go. So a lot of things what people have to say is this arcade stick right here is very flat. So it works for 2 players. I'm the only person really that plays this. My daughters, they'd get wrecked, so I really don't play them. Sorry, Kira. But, you know, so, and what a lot of people have a problem with on this one, if you want to get in here and get a little close, is this ledge, right? And that's what I was saying one of the main things is. But I don't really have that problem, because what I'll do is maybe just my hand placement. But I play it from this angle. I don't really have a problem with it. It's not that big of a little gap right here, but I don't have a problem. I just kind of grip the side a little bit, and I can still play, you know, from this side. I can come over here and play from the side. Now, one thing I'll say is the reason why I think this thing is pushed back a little bit is because someone who's my height, who's 6'3", I lose a little bit of the screen space. I couldn't even see the life bars from this angle. But I'm playing from like if I had a buddy come over, and you can see I can hit that combo and so forth like that. Of course, the volume, one thing this has great is volume control. It's something that the original didn't have. The volume was like loud and super loud on the original. This, you have way more control with over the volume. So like I said, I'm 6'3". So if you're 6'3", you're gonna have to either play like this. You're gonna have to play and lean back. You're gonna have to crouch or go into like old arcade stance, or you're gonna have to get the stool, which my daughter bought me for my birthday. And if you play at the stool, you see at the right, it's a perfect angle. So now the thing is with the classic one, you don't have that bezel, and I'm 6'3", and I could play at any angle, and I could see it perfectly. So that's one thing that's actually really good about the original, is I could see this from any angle. I'm a big, tall guy, right? These machines are a little bit smaller, but I see that from any angle. Now, I've seen what people do is like the fix, if they would have brought it out and leveled the screen a little bit back, you wouldn't have such a problem. Is that a game breaker for me? Like, if you want to buy this and you're tall, does that say like, I can't do it? No, I mean, like I said, you could sit down, you can lean back. I would preferably would want to stand when I play. I think sitting games are great for like, you know, some of the classics. Like a fighting game, I like to stand because I'm moving in there. And what's really cool is there is more of a bit of a menu. You can reset the game, resume the game, quit. The new version has a much nicer interface. And what I can do is too, is I can come in here and I could set the difficulty. I could turn on the demo sound. I could turn on the scan lines. Now this is something that is not lacking in the original. In the original, if you wanted to turn the sound or difficulty, you would have to go into the EJB menu, which is very difficult, which is a hidden menu that was hidden in the game that was undiscovered for 25 years. And there's tutorials on it, how to, you know, you have to hit the block button a crazy specific number of times to really get the volume control. Because this thing goes loud and very loud. And you couldn't save your score unless you did the EJB menu. I personally haven't set a record, so I don't know if that stays in fact. Like if I got 20 wins, would it stay? If I unlocked Molina, would that stay? So that was one thing I don't know. But you do have options to go into every single game, which is really cool because you didn't have that option in this one. So you can change the difficulty. A lot of cool things like that. We can go back, you know, like Ultimate Mortal Kombat. Oops. You know, difficulty, demo sound, scan lines are just some of the options that you have. You don't have that in this option. I still, like I said, like if you were on the fence, if you're just a Mortal Kombat fan, this is a great machine to get. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan, this is still a great machine to get. Like I said, you get a lot of different games, and it's really cool. Like, you know, to me, Tubin, I love Tubin. Gauntlet's great. Paperboy, it's very unique to play on this, but you do get a bit more of selection. So that's why this new generation one is cool. It comes with the classic, you know, more of a coin op. And you know what? I don't mind this. I actually like this. Some people didn't like the arcade marquees on here. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I mean, this is all right. You know, I can't really do anything, but I think it's kind of cool. I would rather put like a little 3D printed one to make it look even cooler and have the lights or something like that. I think that would be neat. But other than that, like there was a lot of videos where people have risen. Like if they released a 2.0 of this version, I think they should move the marquee up. Then they should move this screen up and tilt it a little bit more, and then you'll get a better view. But I don't believe it's like, oh my God, don't buy it because of those two mistakes. It's two little mistakes, but like I said, I think they did a really good job by giving us more menu options, better volume options. You let's see, watch. We'll just go ahead and throw this up. Oops. Added the second player. So, all right, Kira's going there. So we're gonna try out my combos with the. Here we go. See that? And that's with this. I'm not really having a problem. It's not really digging into my hand. I can play it at an angle. My buddy's right here. I can play it from this angle. The buttons feel good. The buttons feel just about the same as the original. Like I said, I have much more volume control in this. What else can I say? I mean, like, you're going to get more games in it. So let's say you have both of these available, right? And you could only, like, let's say you wanted to choose one. Like, man, you know what? These are both in the store. Which one should I get? You get a little bit more with this. You get more games. You get a little bit more control. This, if you're just in it for the Mortal Kombat, it's great. I don't know if they're doing a re-release, if they're going to give the updated access to the dip switch where you can select the difficulty, because literally it's this one code. It's like, it's a code that's like that, and it takes you a long time to get it, so you could properly adjust the volume. You can keep your save states, but regardless, I think they're both. So like, here's the code where I can unlock Melina. I should have done that, and Ermac, and then we can see it saves. If not, I can always do it later after I start filming this video, and I can tell you, does it save? But so Kenny here to interrupt. Actually, unfortunately, the newer generation Mortal Kombat cabinet does not save. So if you unlock Sub-Zero, Ermac, and Melina, you do the code, and it doesn't save, unfortunately. Even if you do the method of the EJB menu of going into the diagnostic and adding it, it still didn't save. So with that said, that is like one kind of thing, right? Because you do the EJB menu on the original, and those characters save. So let's go ahead and take a look. I don't know if you could see, but it's a little hard to see, but you could see right here, they're saved. Right here. You can't go over there. You can go to Ermac. So, as of now, you can permanently save Ermac, Melina, and Classic Sub-Zero, and on the newer generation, you can't. So, once you back out of the game, or once actually you turn off the game, or once you turn off the machine, it goes away. And I literally tried inputting the EJB menu, which is a bit tough. There are videos on it. But yeah. All right, guys, back to the video. This thing, it's a great look. I mean, either or, I think it's a great value, right? Let's say if you're not a fan of those 12 extra games, then, you know, go for this one. I think those other games are great. I think if you have younger kids and you allow them to use these things, they might like some of the other games because they're a lot of fun, right? You know, hey, I played Mortal Kombat when I was 13, right? But anyways, I saw people make some cons. Like, it's not. I honestly, I don't see it. There's a few design flaws, but like I said, this could have came up here. The screen could have been pushed out, and I can see a little bit more. If not, I fix it by sitting. You know, maybe if it was some other people have done it, put it on a taller riser, it can fix it as well. I've seen mods for that. But at the end of the day, it's a great buy. I couldn't say, like, if you had them head to head, which one would I buy over? Like I said, I really like the classic look of these, and maybe having multiple of them would look nice, but I think it's great. I think I like the extra games. They're just fun to have. And to be real, I like the inclusion of the one-player games because, you know, playing this, you know, is kind of playing these games. I love to play them. I practice speed running, but having like games like Paperboy and Rampage and all these other games really give you a lot more to do with the machine. You know, like Tapper and all this stuff, because these are great one-player games, and it just gives you a little bit more to do. Because right, fighting games are always more fun when you're playing with a friend. Unfortunately, none of these have online components like the Marvel. Like Marvel cabinets do, and those things are amazing, by the way. The online runs great, and I would just hope that there's something that we can do to give these online. I would love to play MK online, and that's why I think I would go with the option of these, because you get all these other games and they're a lot more fun single player experiences, right? Unless you got buddies coming over and you play this. I think this might be good if you're just getting one, because you get a little bit more of single player experiences that are a lot of fun. But other than that, I think, yeah, they're both great buys. There are a few flaws, but it's nothing that'd be like, I can't buy it, you know, because this one, it comes with the riser, and there was a few good changes that they made, you know, just the volume control, these extra games. I just like turning it on and leaving it in attract mode and having all these different games just like that just start showing up, and you get little different attract modes. And like I said, on screen this doesn't look that great, but in person it looks great. At nighttime when you turn, it looks really super cool. But all right, guys, that's been my video. I think either one of these that you buy is a great deal. I don't really necessarily, like some people have saying like, oh my god, I cannot play. I don't know, maybe because I have big hands, maybe because of the way I just hold the controller. That's not really an issue for me. Would it be better if it was level? Yeah, sure. Is it a game breaker? No. Is this being a few inches too back a game breaker? No. I you know, because it's got the great side. I think it's just, you know, they keep improving. So maybe in the future, if they make a 3.0, raise this up here, tilt the screen, or something like that. Or Arcade 1-Up. Give us Arcade 1-Up full size, you know, at full size, and it would still weigh a fraction of what an arcade cabinet is, right? Because these are good if you want to just have some cabinets in your house or something like that. But like, you know, but a lot of true collectors have been getting them. But if you gave us a full size one, it would weigh a fraction of what an original arcade is. I used to own one. I used to own a Mortal Kombat 1 machine. And those things they're very cumbersome. But like the components inside these things are tiny. So you can easily make a full size one. That would be just great with a good sound, good screen. Yeah, that's all. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to my camera woman, Kira. And I hope you guys have a good one. Peace.